Hey guys, so we're actually coming down to do the chicken eggs today, but I wanted to show you what's happening with the bridge. So Mom and Dad's house goes across a creek, which we've seen this creek before whenever we came up to the pond to look at the ducks. And as you probably know, we got quite a bit of rain yesterday in this area. And this bridge is designed to be a low-lying bridge, so that way when the creek waters rise up, it can go over. And go over it did. So one of the things that Dad has to do is he has to repair this bridge whenever it goes out. So the way the bridge is designed, it has 3 whistles, which you can't really see from where I'm at now, but over there on the other side where Dad's putting the hay bale, there's a whistle. So there's a tube that goes through, and what happens is that when the water is flowing down the creek really quickly and it rises up, it brings a lot of junk along with it, like leaves and limbs and branches, and it gets all plugged up. And so then the water goes over the bridge, and that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to go up over the bridge. Unfortunately, what happens when the water goes over the bridge is that the bridge then washes out. So there, you can see down here where there's mud and stuff, that's become all washed out. So right now the bridge is not safe to cross with a car. I mean, you could probably get through it, but I choose not to go through it. So what Dad has to do is he comes through here and he starts to rebuild the bridge. So right now he's using hay bales to help shore up where it's come through. I should probably move. I don't think he's going to get it. So he has to use hay bales to shore it up first. You can see where there's been several hay bales that have been washed on down the creek. Then he'll get some extra rock and just build this all back up. This is, oh gosh, at least the 3rd or 4th time this spring that the bridge has washed out. You can see where some of these things have gone on down. And you can see where there's some of this asphalt here that's been used to build it up. So this is just one of those things that happens down here on the farm. And oh, there you can see there's a whistle right there. And there's one down there. And yesterday when we were getting all of the rain, the water was actually all the way up over the bridge, which it's still right here even with it, but all the way up running over it. And then the water from, there's a pond that's over there, it was raising up and then coming on down here into the creek. So it's just one of those fun, exciting things that happens down here on the farm. And because it's out here on the farm and because this part of the road is considered a private road, Dad is responsible for fixing it himself. It's not something that the county road board would have paid to fix for him. So when I was growing up, the bridge used to be a little bit different. It was actually a really high bridge. It went up like on a hill, and there was one great big huge whistle. And back in when we had all the flooding in 1993 and we got a lot of rain, the bridge went completely out. Like there was absolutely nothing there. So luckily we had my grandparents up the road where Sean lives now, and they were actually gone on vacation. So we lived at their house for a couple of days while we waited for the bridge to get rebuilt. And it had to be entirely rebuilt at that point. And that's when they redesigned the bridge so it was more low-lying, so that way the water could run over it instead of washing it all the way out. And since then, the bridge has not washed all the way out again. It just kind of crumbles a little bit when it rains. So we're gonna walk on up to Mom's house, and we're gonna candle the chicken and the duck eggs. I had to walk today because I didn't want to cross the bridge in my bigger car, just in case. I'm a little bit more of a wimp than everybody else in the family is. You can also see that here we've got some places where the water has washed out the road a little bit. Again, this is something that Dad will come back and he'll get the tractor blade out and we'll blade it to make it more even. That's something that he has to do. It's not something that somebody from the city or county department will help him with. And let's see if Mom's already out here waiting for us. Yep. I went ahead and started filming since Dad was working on the bridge a little bit. Just FYI. Say good morning.
Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Hope nobody else washed away overnight. Okay, so we're going to check on the duck in here. And this last week, on a nice day, I got to clean it out and gave her some fresh wood chips. It's right here, pine chips. And I had these spread all over the floor in here. And she decided
She really did.
that she was going to move all the wood chips and move her nest. So she went from one side of the coop over to the other side. She has moved all of her eggs and has gathered up all of the wood chips and smashed them down. And I just glanced over there. It looks like we've got
Yeah, I saw somebody over there.
Sylvia over there. That's the other little hen, like Goldilocks. She's on a couple eggs back there just laying today. She's not setting yet, but there's some eggs back there in that corner. Alright, so let's grab a couple eggs out of here and see what's going on. I'm not real encouraged at this point, but we'll see what we've got. See what happens there?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on to it. I'll take a couple eggs and I promise I'll bring them back. I promise.
Has she gathered more chicken eggs in there?
Yes, she has. She's got, I got one in my shirt here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I counted 8 the other day. I think there's an 8th one in here someplace. In fact, I know there is someplace. Anyway, yeah, she's gone a little crazy. Because I'm not real encouraged about how these eggs are doing. But we'll see. Alright, let's go check these out.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Get a chicken egg first. Well, I see some veins in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
See if we see anything moving. I don't want to move them around a whole lot because it's not the greatest thing for them to be moved around a lot. It might be a little. I'm not sure. There's another chicken. You see the difference? There's just Nothing really going on in that one. Pretty clear. Here's a brown one. I don't think we're gonna be able to see much on it. Can't see through that shell very well. I don't think anything's going on there. Actually, this is an older egg that I had marked with an X a while back, just to know that it was an old egg and not a fresh one if I came out and picked up a fresh egg. Now I'll try some of her eggs and see what's happening.
Oh.
Yeah, it didn't look very good. See a dark blob, but I'm afraid that dark blob is not good because I don't see any veins. Let's see. I'm not seeing much on that either. I see a dark blob, but I don't know that that's good news necessarily. Okay, so the duck that's over at the side of the house, she's been really good about staying on her nest. And we've checked 2 eggs from her the last 2 weeks. So I gathered those 2 up because I marked them. Actually, I'll tell you my clue here. I marked them with a smiley face on the end with a magic marker so that I would know which ones I was keeping track of. And I saw movement in this one early on. And right now I see veins, but I don't know that there's much movement in there. Let's watch it for a second. I don't know. And then here's the other one that I've been watching. It has a little smiley face on the end. And I see veins. And I see movement. Don't know if you can see it or not. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So this one has life in it. Okay, so let's go put these 2 eggs back on her nest so she doesn't get too mad at me. And then we'll put the other eggs back onto the nest in there. Is it this one?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good sized egg compared to those others, isn't it? You noticed that. Okay, let's take this back to her and then we'll come back and check on Goldilocks. She's back in a really good spot. The dogs haven't bothered her and she kind of blends right in with the rocks that are around her. So hopefully she'll go ahead and get all of hers, at least some of hers to hatch. Got stuff in front of her so the dogs won't come back. There she is. She's such a good girl. Yeah, it's your good girl. Here you go. Here's your baby.
How many does she have under there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. This makes 15. she is 15. And she's just made her little nest here with the rocks down below her.
Yes, Rex. So how much rain did we end up getting?
2 inches. We had an inch and a half in about 35 minutes when it first came. And then about another half inch pretty shortly after that. I guess you looked at the bridge.
Yes.
That kind of gives true meaning to the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise. And here's another pair of It has high water in it.
Oh, you're gonna take that back out, aren't you?
Yeah. Alright, here's your food. There you go. So let's see if we can see the eggs drop out from underneath her, because she's probably got some that are up under her feathers in her wing. Shine the flashlight.
Yeah.
Oh, there, one dropped out from under her. Take hold of that. Let's see what you got going on here, sweetheart. All right, hang on. Let's see. All right, let's store.
I just did.
Well, I see absolutely nothing. What? I swear I brought my other flashlight. Yeah, I can't see anything on that. I don't know why. And this one,
Something darker.
yeah. I don't know. You know, sometimes they'll start developing and then they die in the shell. And other times I just don't know what's going on in there. I don't know.
So where are we at on these chicken eggs?
We are overdue.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm really not terribly hopeful with these.
That is veins. So at what point does a chicken kind of give up, or do you just toss the eggs at some point?
Well, she might go a week or two over and sit for that long. You know, there might be some life in that one. Can you see that? And there might be life in some of these that are dark shelled that I can't really see into. But I think we're well over 3 weeks on these. was going on in there. Something at one time. I don't know. I guess we'll just see. Let's see here what's going on here. There might be some movement. She's tried, but we had some really cold nights that I don't know what happened. If them warm enough or not. And she had quite a few eggs under her that, let's see, move them around. So she might not have been able to keep all of them as warm as she should. She's a good little mama.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying. Had some other girls that have decided to lay in here. So there's one there, one there. I like the privacy back here. We got a couple more nests going back here, but nobody has decided to set on them yet. I keep thinking maybe they'll decide to. Most of those eggs look pretty similar. There's one white one in there, but they're all about the same color, so I'm going to guess that that's probably the same chicken that's laying all those eggs. That one's got a variety down there.
Okay.
So, anyway, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens in the next week or so.
All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great day, and not sure what we're going to do tomorrow, but we will see you tomorrow. Bye.